having a guy's night or a ladies' night at your friend's house, and you guys are just sitting there, and someone brings up the idea, let's play blackjack. So you guys go to the table, and you have no clue how to play, so you're just sitting there lost and confused. Well, today, my goal is to teach you guys how to play blackjack. So according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, blackjack is a card game, the object of which is to be dealt cards having a higher count than those of the dealer, up to but not exceeding 21. So for some statistics, according to 777.com, the odds of hitting a particular card other than a 10 value card is 7.7% and 31% for all 10 value cards. So the goal in blackjack is to try to get 21 or as close to 21 as possible without going over, or else that's called a bust. Some of the objects needed in blackjack, you need a deck of cards, obviously, and you need a dealer. So today I'll be the dealer, and you need a player, which is Katie. For the card values, you have your number cards. It's basically 2 through 10. For example, 10, you have 8. Like I said, 2 through 10. So whatever number you see on the card is the number that you'll count against. You have your face cards. So like you got your queens, your jacks, and your kings. And then you also have your aces. Ace is either 1 or 11, and your face cards are 10. If you have an ace in your hand, that's considered a soft hand. And according to LOLblackjack.com, there's a 4.8% chance of getting a natural blackjack. And a natural blackjack is a 10 and an ace. Some of the choices you have as a player, you can hit, which means you want more cards to try to get to the goal 21 or as close as you can. You can stand, which means you don't want any more cards, so you won't bust. You can double down, which means that you think you have a good chance of getting blackjack, so you place another bet on the table. And you can split, which means if you have your first 2 initial cards are the same, you can split them up to 2 hands and then bet off that. In order to win, as a player, you must be closer to 21 than the dealer. If you go over 21, because you don't stand, then the dealer automatically wins. If the dealer and player both have the same value cards, then it's a tie or a push. When you double down, you only get 1 card. Sometimes it's not the card that you want, and that's exactly what the dealer wants. The dealer doesn't want you to win. So never double down if the dealer is showing a 10, or if you think the dealer has blackjack, because then most likely you'll be losing your bet and losing your money. Splitting, if you want to split your cards, it can either turn your hand into a good hand or a bad hand. Always split aces and 8s, and never ever split 5s, because obviously that'll be 10. You have a good chance of getting blackjack, so you will want to double down and not split them up. So whenever you go to a blackjack table at a casino, or if you're at home, most tables are silent. But unless you're like new to the game, you have others around you that are helping you. So some signals that you want to keep in mind when you're playing blackjack, you want to hit the table if you want to hit, so just use your fingertips. That's a hit. Or if you have cards in your hand, you want to sweep the cards towards you to hit. if you stand, you want to wave over your cards like that. And if you want to double down, so for example, right there, you want to put your bet on the table and you want to point towards the card. And if you want to split, for example, say these were 2 8s, you will move this, you put another bet right there, and you'll point 2 fingers for splitting. A huge rule in blackjack, if the dealer has a 7, 8, or 9 or face card, always expect the card underneath to be 10, because that way you'll know like what to aim for. If the dealer has a low card, always stand when you can, because again, you don't want to take the dealer's bust card and then you end up losing. Alright, now I'm about to show some examples. Alright, so I'm going to be the dealer and she's going to be the player. So since she has a 10, you can flip over your other card. She has 16. So she would want, normally that's like 16 is tricky because you can either hit or stay. You just gotta use your best judgment. So you want to hit or stay?
Hit.
See, she will bust and I will automatically win, even though I will have 19. So she did the best thing she could possibly do in that situation. But since she busted, I automatically win. So she has an 18. So in that situation, remember in the slideshow, I said if you see the dealer having a 10, what should you do?
Like going underneath the 10?
Yep, so you should hit. So you want to hit?
Sure.
Do the hand signal. But remember what I said before, ace is either 1 or 11. So either way you have 18, so you're good. So you just stand. But I still have 20, so the dealer wins. Always assume that the dealer has a 10 underneath. You should stand right there, because in the slideshow I said that the dealer is showing a low card, then you should stand immediately whenever you can. So stand. 22, so she wins. And then we'll do one more. Yeah, 16. Again, I'm showing a low card, so you should want to stand. 8. 13. 18. So, blackjack is not really a game, like you can't really study it unless you count cards, which is highly illegal. It's just a game of luck, but if you go by like the rule book and what you should do in certain situations, you give yourself a better chance of winning. So I think overall, we learned how to play blackjack, the different rules in blackjack, and the objects that you need. So hopefully next time that you ever have that guys' night or ladies' night, you know what to do. Thank you.